Hi, I'm Slack, this is Tony and welcome to Smog Vlog. Today we're going to be reviewing the range from Marbl Vape.
And welcome back in the room, like the man said, Marbl Vapes. Now, this juice review is surprisingly not one that we picked up from the expo. Matt Timmins from Marbl Vapes, he set the company up, got in contact with us, asking us, if we'd try these juices out for him.
Yeah, we get a fair few people getting in touch asking us to try stuff out and advice and stuff, and some sort of, give it a go. But based on the strength of the juice we tried, which one it didn't even have proper bottles for it when we first tried it, we're like, yeah, send us more, we will review this, it's awesome. No, spoilers, no spoilers. Yeah, so Matt himself, he used to smoke. He gave up the fags about 4 years ago, and that was thanks to vaping. So, he's a vapor himself, and, that's always good. He ended up getting into mixing himself when a flavour that he was vaping on got discontinued. I mean, we've all been there, that one favourite flavour that goes. And, so he got on and started making his own stuff because he couldn't find anything on the market he was happy with. And, there are a lot of people like that.
Mm. And so Matt's story progressed that he was getting so good at mixing and, mates were asking for it. He eventually quit his 9 to 5 and set up the company Marbl Vapes.
So there's currently 3 flavours in the range, which we'll get onto in a minute. But yeah, first thing I'd like to say as well, I mean, just the quality of this is just brilliant. We'll obviously talk about the flavour with each one. But yeah, the quality of it for a UK one, really, really good. Even the packaging, the fancy ass packaging this comes in is just really, really cool. I love shit like that, I'm like a magpie, so if something comes all nice and shiny, well wrapped, it just adds to it for me. So the juices themselves are a 70-30 mix, and they're available in 0, 6 and 12 mg nicotine if you're buying 10ml. If you're buying a 40ml with the 10ml shot, which is what we've got here, that will get you 3 mg nicotine, or you can just get 50ml in 0 nicotine. It's a little bit of a weird conundrum, but I quite like the flavour, the nicotine shot. You get a bottle of flavour, just add some nicotine in a pre-mixed bottle, 15 mgs worth of nicotine, add that in, you get 3 mgs in your 50ml. So yeah, it's a nice idea.
It definitely circumvents, or at least keeps the likes of the TPD happy. Okay, so moving over to the eJuices. First up, we're going to be trying Tofo, followed by Rhuberi, and then ending on Watrfall.
Yeah, so it's, being modern and cool, there are letters missed out and slightly different, yeah. So, Tofo, who knows? Rhuberi, I think, was the second one, and, Watrfall.
So, quickly talking about testing methodology, Slack's rocking the Royal Hunter with dual Claptons coming out at 0.5. We're going to be varying wattage, just, for flavour profile thingies, because sometimes rocking it at a higher wattage will taste better, but we'll let you know when that happens. As for me, I just S because it's a staple with the 0.18 ohm coil. So, moving quickly along to the first juice, Tofo.
Yeah, so the bottles we got, the 50 mg bottles where you get 40ml juice and the 10ml nicotine shot, bring it up to 3 mgs nicotine. We mixed the nicotine in earlier and we're going to hit it. Really sweet, lovely, creamy sort of fudge going on. Sticky toffee. Yeah. Sticky toffee pudding.
It's not overly sweet. It's not like some of the ones that we've had. It's very subtle.
Yeah. Definitely tastes like sticky toffee pudding, but not at the point where you've got sick of it because you've ate too much of it. More like your first mouthful.
Yeah, it's actually very pleasant. Reading the flavour profile, there's also a dollop of cream in this, and
a dollop of fresh Cornish cream.
Fresh Cornish cream, I do apologise, because that is important, and also a slight hint of banana.
Yeah, on a couple of the hits I've had that almost borderline banana-y where you can imagine it being mixed in with the sticky toffee pudding, and yeah, you sometimes get like a creamy thing. I think the cream itself doesn't really taste, it just sort of gentles down the sticky toffee sort of flavour you've got going on. It mixes together really nicely.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I just sort of put this together and juiced it up, checked to see if it was working. I did make a sex noise on the first. I really should film this because, yeah, it was good. It was good.
We don't shoot the sort of like getting shit together and, you know, loading coils, putting the stuff together, just because it turns out to be a 3-hour fucking video, and editing that shit is a fucking nightmare. But that doesn't negate the fact that there was sex noises. They did happen. What I will say for the juice, bringing it back to the juice, at least in the tank, because I haven't tried the dripper yet, the banana is actually coming through as well.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of taste of banana, but yeah, not overpowering at all.
It really complements the toffee flavour. It's a good mix.
As you can see, being a 70-30, the clouds it's chucking are great. What you can't see is the sort of throat hit. There's a very gentle, smooth, velvety, as some would say, throat hit on this. You know, it's nice. You know, you're getting a hit, but it's definitely not a harsh hit. Goes really well with that sort of smooth and creamy flavour.
Okay, guys, swapping for bro science.
So the flavour is slightly different in the tank to me. Are you getting a difference on the dripper?
With the dripper, you're still getting that toffee sort of flavour. However, the banana is really fucking pushed back.
Yeah, so on here, I do get the banana as well, but the toffee itself, the sort of sticky toffee thing, is a little bit more like toffee nut, that sort of flavour, rather than the sticky toffee pudding. You know, you still get that sticky toffee pudding taste, but it's a slightly changed sort of flavour to me. Throat hit's really smooth on the tank. A little bit less throat hit on the tank, but again, still velvety smooth. It's a nice, gentle vape, and the flavour is just gorgeous. If you like pudding vapes, if you like toffee, this is just lovely.
Okay, guys, that about rounds off tofu for you.
Tofo? Who knows?
We're going to be cleaning up, re-wicking, recoiling, and moving on to Rhuberi.
Yeah. Right, next up on the hit list is Rhuberi. So I haven't actually had a pre-hit on this because I remember what happened when I had it last time when we had the little testers. So yeah, I'm just going to hit this and we'll see where we go. Yeah, there's like a big hit of like almost bitter sort of rhubarb, which is just like when you eat rhubarb, like rhubarb and custard, something like that.
You make it sound terrible, bitter rhubarb. It's not bitter at all. The sweetness of the strawberry is coming through, but that rhubarb is so there.
Yeah. So the thing I get, and I get that with this, is what I had on the tester as well.
I'm having a burp.
So when I eat rhubarb and custard, yeah, every time I love rhubarb and custard, and I start eating it, I was like, oh fuck, it's so bitter. Why do I like rhubarb and custard? Then you have another mouthful, and you're like, oh, it's less bitter. As your taste buds adjust from whatever you've been previously eating, it's after dinner, and with each mouthful, it just gets nicer and nicer. And exactly the same thing happens with this. There's the other fruits going on there. You've got some sort of strawberry taste. Yeah, it adds like a sort of a fruit medley, but it's that rhubarb, the initial kick of rhubarb. It just tastes so much like rhubarb. I've never, we've had rhubarb juices before, like rhubarb and custard sweets, sort of flavour, but none of them really taste like rhubarb. This actually tastes like rhubarb. It's crazy.
What I will say for the tank, at least, the custard isn't really at the forefront at all. It maybe helps at the sides, but it's very undetectable in the tank.
Yeah, there's a very slight hint. I just think it just sort of develops the flavour. It makes for a nice, smooth, sort of fruity vape. You know, it's not overpowering. You know, again with custards they can go a bit hit and miss. Here, you know, it is just lovely. Adds to the other flavours, mingles together. Yeah, so the flavour I'm getting through, yeah, is definitely a lot of rhubarb going on there, and the berries as well. You know, there's a whole mix of berries. It's very sweet. Again, the throat hits nice and gentle. It's just like a lovely velvety vape.
The strawberry complements the rhubarb so well. I mean, that's probably where Slack was going with that. The rhubarb historically being a sort of like bitter flavour, but the strawberry just fucking brings it full circle.
Yeah, that's it. Now I've got over that initial sort of rhubarb taste. I'm into enjoying the sweetness of the vape as a whole. It's, yeah, the strawberry I think just adds something to it.
So on that bombshell, we're going to be swapping for bro science.
Yeah, coming through nice on the tank as well. Not too much sort of flavour difference for me anyway.
Now this is going to be one of those weird ones where I say I think the flavour is turned down slightly on the dripper. So weird. So weird. Historically, drippers always being sort of like the best thing for flavour.
Turn the power down. I did crank the power up a little bit. We're up to 60 watts.
Interestingly enough, turning the power down on the dripper seems to have improved the flavour. I still think it's better out the tank though.
Yeah, I prefer the dripper, but again, taste is subjective, flavour is subjective, and your experience will vary. However, for me, I find it pretty consistent across the two.
More importantly, don't forget horses for courses.
Yeah, so going back to the dripper after going on the tank, again, the rhubarb is just so much stronger. That initial hit again, I find a sudden rhubarb kick, which I don't doubt will turn down. Here next it is strawberries are coming back in. It's really weird. I don't know what it is with my taste buds. I mean, like I say, it actually happens when I eat rhubarb and custard as well.
A very well developed flavour by Matt at Marbl Vapes. It's just one of those flavours that's complex enough to keep changing and keep you interested.
Right, that'll probably do for Rhuberi. We're going to move over to Watrfall after a quick shave and whatever else it is we do, and we'll be back.
Magic.
Okay, back once again for the Renegade Master.
Even if I don't say it, he still feels he had to.
I can't let it go. Waterfall! Ah, look at it. There it is. So,
Watrfall.
Waterfall. That's you. Waterfall.
Can't argue.
Anyway, yeah, it's a menthol one, and again, I reserved having the first hit after what it did to me on the trial one. So, without further ado, let's hit it. Woo. Yep, every time since Knuckles and that blooming video. Involuntary. Yeah, menthol kick. So cold, so nice. Possibly a bit much for a dripper, if I'm honest, for me, where it's so clear and mentholy.
But it really clears the nose out nicely. This is almost as good as a palate cleanser as is tea.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a poof, there you go. You know you are having a menthol one. This is just such a powerful kick. Obviously, being a menthol, the throat hit seems turned up a bit from that sort of minty kick. But flavour-wise, the menthols that are coming through, it's a mixture of 4 mints. But I get a huge taste of like just sort of garden mint. Yeah, not a menthol vape. Just actually garden mint.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, it is just like actually proper mint.
Yeah.
Rather than a minty thing like a minty gum or something.
Yeah, it's not like the chewing gum where you just sort of like blasted with ice. It's not like a lot of the other menthols out there, like the cool fucking fresh hit menthols. It is more like the garden mint. You've still got the freshness. I mean, don't get me wrong, my fucking nose is clear. I could probably smell Timbuktu right now, all the tea in China. But this, is lovely, just like he said, a garden mint. It's really refreshing.
Yeah, it's really nice. I tell you, when both of us sort of got into vaping, the only thing that would work for us, to get off cigarettes, was a menthol. And we used to buy different menthols, mix them up ourselves. Pre-made juices. Not mixing juice. And we used to come up with some funky stuff. But yeah, this is just on another level. Really good. Now I'm starting to adjust to it. The throat hit from the cold menthol is turning down a little bit, and I'm getting more flavour through. It's less of a salt because of the cold. That first hit when you go to menthol is a bit of a kick.
It's beautiful. I tell you what, it takes me right back to when first, like I said, when we first started vaping. That menthol sensation is the only thing that gave you the same sort of hit as cigarettes sort of gave you the throat hit, and you're sort of like, fuck yes, I know I'm vaping, I don't need cigarettes, and it's really fucking brilliant. It's trip down memory lane.
Yes, it's weird. The more and more I hit it on the dripper, the easier it is to get to hit, the more you sort of adjusted to that coldness. And you're just enjoying all those flavours. There's definitely something else going on other than just mints as well. Something, again, subtle, just adds to the sort of overall picture that you get with it. But, really enjoying it.
This is a sort of like funny experience, because when I started first vaping, menthol being the only thing that I could vape, and then you realise that there's a whole fucking world of eJuices out there and all these fantastic flavours, and you sort of forget about menthol and how it sort of like helped you in the beginning. And so when you come back to a juice like this, you just sort of like start to appreciate it all over again. But we're waffling, and we need to swap for the bro science.
Indeed. Comes through lovely on the tank.
It's turned up on the dripper.
Yeah, it's turned down slightly. You still get the menthol cooling kick and stuff, but partly where I'm used to it, and partly where it is, I think, just turned down a little bit on the tank.
Yeah, just with it being a dripper, you've got to dig deep for the set of bollocks and just go through it, get through it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm getting the mint is starting to sort of change a bit now. I still get that garden mint, but there's also maybe a bit of spearmint or something in there. It's just sort of, each taste is sort of coming through different.
Yeah. Which is a real testament to sort of like a menthol, when a juice like this can be created, where the flavour actually changes, the profile changes, it keeps you interested, and you start to detect all these different flavours, as opposed to it just being blast of fucking menthol in your face. It makes for a better vape. And what with sort of like continuing to vape it more, what with those extra flavour profiles coming through, the complexness of the vapour, you just start to attune to it, you start to get used to it, and every other fucking juice will be sort of like fucking boring now.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, it's just fucking lovely.
And to say that it's fucking lovely about a fucking menthol is
yeah, surprise.
Brilliant, it's great.
Yeah, genuine surprise, because quite often with menthols, it's just same hit, and you just blasted with cold and that's it. But here you blasted with flavour as well. It's lovely.
Okay, guys, so that about wraps it up for Watrfall.
Watrfall.
Okay, so in summing up for Marbl Vapes eJuice line that we've just tested for you, it's lovely to find a manufacturer that hasn't produced sort of like loads of juice lines and just sent them out to the masses, hoping that people can pick and choose something that they'll like and others not be so great. These 3 that have been produced have all been done to a brilliant standard, and it's from a UK manufacturer as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, they're all crafted in ISO 7 lab, so it's all nice and clean, and as well as there's sort of no nasties in it, you're not got any diacetyl or any other sort of bad stuff. Yeah, we'll put some more info about that in the notes below, so check that out if that's of interest to you. Yeah, so our thanks go out to Matt for getting in touch with us. Don't forget to head to his website and check that out as well. And yeah, we're very impressed with the juices. So yeah, if you do release any more, do be sure to give us a shout, because we would love to try it, genuinely. Okay, we've just got the burning question left to ask about picking a favourite. I mean, all three of these for me are definite all-day vapes, you know, where the flavour profiles are quite complex and they're sort of slightly changing, keeps it interesting, they're all really well crafted. But Tony, could you pick a favourite out of these?
If I had to pick a favourite, it would definitely be between Rhuberi and Watrfall. Probably Rhuberi edging out, just because that fucking rhubarb. You?
Yeah, again, it's a tough one because I do like to mix up flavours. You know, I don't ever go out with just one device. So these are three flavours I would take. But if I had to pick just one, probably the Tofo one. Yeah, that just the pudding profile is something I more often than not go for. But yeah, I'd be happy with any of them. They're all awesome.
Okay guys, that's about it for this eJuice review for Marbl Vapes. Thank you for watching. If you like what we're doing, please drop a like and do the whole subscribe thing because it helps us out a lot. Also, follow us on the social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, because we are a bit
chatty. Yeah, if you've got any questions or experience with Marbl Vape, hit us up in the comments section below or find us on the social media. Don't forget to check out Marbl Vape's website. But for now guys, thanks for watching Smog Vlog.
Okay, so talking about testing methodology, Slack has the Royal Hunter as always with 2 twisted Claptons.
Not twisted. Fucking plum. Where have you got twisted Claptons from?
I've just edited the other fucking juice review that we've done. Dual Claptons, coming at 0.5 ohm. Ready?
Yep.
So quickly talking about testing methodology, as we always do, Slack is rocking the Royal Hunter with twisted... Fuck me! Jesus Christ! Oh! Twisted! Why? I just said it to you!
I know, come on. Style it out.
Just fucking style it out. Now I need to wee. Of course, you'd pick now. Ready?
Yep.
So, quickly talking about testing methodology, as we always do for these sort of things. Slack's rocking the Royal Hunter with not twisted. Dual Claptons. How the fuck? Dual Claptons doesn't even sound like twisted.
Why don't you just say what you're rocking and I'll take over and say what
No,
I'm
no,
rocking?
no, I can fucking do this. Okay, so quickly talking about testing methodology. Slack is currently rocking the Royal Hunter with Claptons. Dual Claptons. Fucking dual Claptons.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about this.
Because that will help me needing a piss.
Yep.
Ready?
Thanks for watching Smog Vlog. They can't even see how minty fresh that one was.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Mouse has died. We cannot stop recording.
Scroll.
I did scroll. Yeah. Oh.